shop closures across the UK hit Bournemouth, exclusive interview with MP Richard Drax on slave scandal, rescued birds from oil spill to take flight later today. Hello, I'm Robin Montague. Ancestors of Dorset politician Richard Drax have recently been revealed as plantation owners in the 1800s. This information came to light after University College London produced a database of people who were paid compensation after slavery was outlawed in 1833. We spoke to Richard for comment.
I was called and by the news organisations and said, so I direct them to my father who owns the plantation, and he's decided not to comment. Most people would see, oh, it's related to a distant relation to an MP. Let's somehow slap him in there as well. There is a connection to my family. It goes back hundreds of years. It's something that obviously we are not proud about at all. No one is. It's an appalling trade that went on years ago. And but as I say, it's so long ago now that, and we knew nothing of this compensation, nor did my father. I mean, it's the first I've heard of it.
Figures have emerged suggesting that around 20 high street shops are closing down every single day. Nicholas Williams went to the streets of Bournemouth to speak to local shop owners about the challenges facing new businesses against the backdrop of the recession.
Reports issued today have revealed that as many as 20 shops a day are shutting down in the UK. Robert Wildman owns In Tide, a clothes shop in Poole. He explains the difficulty with running a local business.
It all depends what you do and how many other people are doing it. You're in the marketplace where others are, then competition can between like stores can in fact wipe you out.
However, stores are still opening in the Winton area. Despite the statistics, the independent gaming shop Wares opened just 2 weeks ago.
It's actually a lot busier than we thought. It's got a lot of foot traffic outside. People are always coming in. I mean, even people who you wouldn't expect to come into a sort of shop like this.
This has been Nicholas Williams for Buzz News.
Detectives in Bournemouth are appealing for witnesses after a savage and unprovoked attack on a young boy in the Winton area. Our crime correspondent Devon Francis has more.
The attack took place near Winton Recreational Ground on Maxwell Road last Friday at 8:50 p.m. Police are seeking witnesses for anyone who was in the area at the time. I'm Devon Francis for Buzz News.
Councillors are calling on the Highways Agency to reclassify the busy A31 following a crash which led to the death of Jade Clark on Sunday evening. Councillor Therese spoke about the tragedy.
Death, and I feel so distraught for the family that happened on Sunday night. Certainly it focuses for the moment the A31. For the Town Council, it's a continual campaign, but we have the support of the town.
Around 30 birds are set to be released back into the wild today after they were rescued by the RSPCA following an oil spill. More than 300 blackened and injured birds were taken into the care of the charity last month, many completely unable to fly. The birds will be released from a cliff top along the Portland coastline later today. Areas in Dorset could be used as pilot areas for the controversial badger cull planned for this summer. Our environment correspondent Oliver Hill reports on the issue.
The Vice-Chairman of the Royal Association of British Dairy Farmers, Ian McAlpine, argues that the badger cull is for the good of the farmers, cattle and badgers.
Science would suggest that it is the right thing to do to reduce the infectivity in the wildlife population. No other country has managed to control TB without dealing with TB in the wildlife population. Although it's regrettable for the badgers, we would like to see a healthy population of cattle as well as a healthy population of badgers.
According to Jack Reedy from the Badgers Trust, a cull is the wrong way to tackle the disease.
Killing the badgers is likely, on all the evidence that we have, to be marginal in the extreme. We don't argue that a badger's life is worth more than a cow's life, for heaven's sake. That's an argument invented by some people who want to kill badgers for the sake of killing badgers.
We'll be back at 4:30 for an update. Until then, goodbye from us.